Huge problem here, Jowgen does nothing against True Draco. Greetings, Rigil Agateiades here, and today we're taking out a new deck. We have been the good guy in a meta full of evil things playing our much beloved exotics. I thought it would be a good idea to personally use something unfair of our own and experience it on the user's end. This is Spellbooks, or some would call it Jowgen Turbo. There are two key cards in the deck whose power levels outshine everything else in the deck, enabling the deck to compete even against Dragon Rulers, one of the strongest decks in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Jowgen and the Spellbook of Judgment. Jowgen is a monster almost as old as I am. It has two effects. The first allows him to destroy or special summon the monsters on the field by discarding a random card. This effect is very good when you need to clear a board, but his second effect is the one more feared. Neither player can special summon monsters. This effect is clearly very strong in terms of limiting both players' plays, but Jowgen alone cannot win you the game. With a measly 200 attack and 1300 defense, any normal summon can walk over it. Here is where one of the most powerful spell card ever printed comes in. Spellbook of Judgment. This card was banned until relatively recently, and quite rightly so. A quick play spell, its effect is as follows. During the end phase, add Spellbook spell cards from the deck up to the number of spell cards activated after this card's resolution, then special summon a spellcaster with an equal or lower level than the number of spells added. This effect is bonkers. Spellbook spells do one thing really well, and that is activating a lot of spells in a turn. This card easily adds 5 or 6 cards in the end phase, while summoning the much revered Jowgen. This card can be searched relatively easily as well, since spellbooks have 9 searchers in the deck, and also a link to in the extra deck. There are a lot of things in the deck that I won't bother explaining one by one, that would take hours, so let's just see them in action. The plan is to just summon Jowgen. Pass? Yeah, summon Jowgen on the first turn with Judgment, set a fate or something, and then pass. Shouldn't be that hard. We'll activate Crescent. Adds Secret, really good. But we'll summon Blue Boy first and get the Judgment. That's the important part. Judgment resolves, no reactions. Secret. Get Master. And the Master to copy Secret. Tribute. We'll pitch the Crescent. Draw 2, didn't draw anything good, that is a bit of an issue. Get our Mirage. That is some basic protection for Jowgen. I think we can jack up the numbers on Fate. It's not too bad if we just draw it. We already have Secrets and Eternity, yeah. Special Summon Jowgen. And pitch the Madame Verre. This isn't that great of a board. If our opponent has a normal summon that is larger than 1300, we are in quite some trouble, but they don't seem to be a deck that normal summons. I think Jowgen just cuts it. Yeah, that's their normal summon gone. They can send Ntis, and the Ntis will be an issue. We have to hope they didn't draw the orange light. Actually, we should have fired off our Mirage here. Just Fate. 3 spells in the grave. Jowgen. Victory. Easy. Even if we win the coin toss, we have to get the right hand, which is the hard part. Back when Spellbooks was meta, no one was playing best of 1 games. Everyone was playing best of 3 with actual paper cards. We'll have to activate Crescent first. No doubt about that. Judgment. Not horrible. Not great. Well, actually, none of it is great. Gets ashed. I think we're quite done for. Let's see if 1 banish is going to cut it. No, it's not going to cut it. Okay, Jowgen in the hand going second. That's not exactly a disaster. Huge problem here. Jowgen does nothing against True Draco. We'll set a card and end our turn. This is so bad. Where are my 9 copies of starters? God damn it. How many cards is this? 1, 2, 3, 9 cards. I have more cards in my hand than starters in my deck. Okay, this kind of does it. We'll reveal Judgment, Tower, Master. He can't activate Ignis Heat because he's filled in the spell trap zone. And we aren't afraid of any trap cards with 2 wisdoms in the hand. Rivalry, can't give a damn. I'll activate Judgment here. Then when we quick play Chain Wisdom, we have something. I do want to hit True King's Return if it's here already, before we walk into Ignis Heat. We hit Monarch's Erupt. This is fine. They're not going to control a tribute summoned monster, I think. They'll probably activate the trap that cuts the attack by half or something. Indeed, he didn't wait for the damage step. Too bad. We chain Wisdom. If he waited for the damage step, there's nothing we can do. I call this a skill issue. Corpse Heritage does nothing. You can target a spell trap in the spell trap zone, destroy it. Oh, it targets its own. That's peculiar. High Priestess is unaffected by trap effects already. He destroyed his own return. Target 1 monster on the field, destroy it. Didn't we just use Wisdom on it? What is he thinking? Okay. You just solved our biggest problem without us solving it. Now, true Dracos aren't known for being consistent, and that's it. That's a remarkable win against probably our worst opponent, because he's a pretty bad opponent, Kek. I think after those few games and have a look at the match history, it's 50-50. Well, I guess that makes sense because you have to win the coin toss to go first. Then sometimes you break, sometimes you lose to hand traps, sometimes you win your opponent with the sheer amount of hand traps we run. But, would I say it's a really good strategy? Probably not. It didn't age that well.